I don't really care anymore. Like, I actually don't care about much anymore. I honestly think sometime after COVID, something died in me. Okay? I used to care about like a lot in life. I used to want to, I used to be one of these save the dolphins type of guys, Or like, I used to be like, oh, well, if everybody thought like you, we wouldn't be able to make a difference in the world and blah, blah, blah. But now I just don't care. Like, I honestly, the older I get, the less I care. Even this YouTube channel, you know, I could be making, the proper thumbnails. I could be making more of an effort. I could be filming in 4K. This is not even the best microphone that I have. I have a better microphone than this, but I'm using this one because I don't care anymore. Like, here's just as an example, okay? Going to the movies, that's like a hobby, okay? That's like something fun to do that I have always liked. But there are times when it's like, I don't care. Like, what's going to happen if I miss going to see a movie, right? A week from now, the movie is going to be online. I can download it for free. There's like zero. What's the pros and cons there? I save like $20. Save money on gas. I don't have to sit around people that are talking and scrolling on their phones, and I don't care. I just don't. I feel like, what is the incentive to care and participate in a society as sick as this? You know how they you know that phrase, that quote, it is no measure of proper health to be well adjusted to a sick society or whatever. That's how I feel about caring in general. I used to be one of these guys like I want to get married. I want to have a white picket fence. I want to have a golden retriever. I want to have 2.5 kids. I want to, I want to be a well-respected member of my community. I want to drive a Dodge Challenger. These were my dreams, okay? Now it's like, I don't know how to describe it to you without making it seem like a depression thing, because it's not a depression thing. It's just a natural state of life thing. Is that I don't care. I don't want to get married. I don't want to have kids. I don't really want to do much. Like, I've really dialed back my interest in life. And it's not even by like an effort of me doing it. It's just a natural state of life. Okay? I don't care. It's just that there's after COVID, the reason why I say after COVID, I think something died in me. It's because I feel like, what is the message that you send to people, okay? You shut down the world for a year, and then when you reopen the world, there's no jobs. The time people could have spent doing, developing skills and whatever, on their resumes, it's just going to say, oh, well, I stayed home and I jacked off for a year. I jacked off for 1 year at home because that's what the government wanted, to save my country and the fate of 9 old people. I stayed home and jacked off for a year straight because the government paid me. So that's what's on my previous work history. So how do we evolve to, past that? How do we as a society recover from, we were all forced to stay home for a year? I know that sounds like I'm complaining, but I think that did something to me. That's why I don't care. And going back to my example about the movies, it's the meaning of life and the meaning of participating in life has changed so drastically that I'm at a point now where it's like, I'm afraid to get hurt again. I don't want to be heavily invested in a system that can just shut down for a year and force everyone to stay home and jack off ever again. Because who knows? Maybe this could happen tomorrow. This could happen. I just don't care. I have no interest in participating in society in the ways that I used to. Like when I see the news, I don't really read the news. I don't pay attention to the news. I just, whatever's happening, I'll just hear secondhand or whatever. But whenever stuff happens, the Strait of Hormuz, that's what I keep hearing. I don't know anything about it. I often think, anything about climate change or anything like that, I'm just like, oh, okay, that sucks. There's nothing that I can do about it, so I'm just going to keep it moving. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to utilize the skill set that I developed in 2020 at home. That's a throwback. If anyone saw the beginning of the video. No, but I'm not going to do that. Even that, I don't care about that anymore. I don't care about doing much in society. I really feel like I have hit a point in life where I've become a monk accidentally. And you might be saying to yourself, well, no, that's not true, because right now you're in the middle of like a 7-minute video on YouTube telling us that you don't care. But I swear to you, even this video, I had to muster up the, I don't want to say courage, I don't know what the word is here, but like the energy to do anything. I forced myself by sheer will to make this video because I just felt ashamed all day. All I do now is I walk. I get 10,000 steps a day. Maybe I'll lift some weights. It's not to be a heavy bodybuilder guy, but to do something healthy, because it's like, I don't care. There's nothing that excites me anymore. I think after I learned that I'm never going to be able to afford a home, and, once I saw the reality of the situation, it's hard to really, have your dreams crushed and obliterated in front of your very eyes, and then still, feel like, oh, I'm happy about getting out of bed every day. I would love to participate in this society. I feel great. The truth is, and this thing is, like I said, it's not a depression thing, but the truth is, it's like, the reality is, I don't feel excited about participating in lying to the public. Do you know what I mean? To participate in this society, you have to lie to a certain extent, and I can't do it anymore. I just can't do it anymore. I'll tell you, my goal right now, my main thing, and I'm not that driven by money anymore, because I can't own a house or get the Dodge Challenger that I wanted, or a golden retriever, or a wife that looks like a golden retriever. I can't do any of those things anymore. But I'll tell you what the main thing that is motivating me is that I am worried as I get older, because I don't plan on having kids and whatever, is that I don't have anyone to take care of me. So my big goal these days is just to make money, even though I'm not money driven. But it's to make money so that I can get a Filipino person to help me. The helpers? That's all I want in life anymore, is to have enough money for the last 10 years of my life to have a home care person come by. And I want it so that I get to live alone, and I don't have to be in a like an old person home with 900,000 other old people. I just want to live alone, have a Filipino lady come by once a week or something like that. Make sure I'm not shitting on myself and whatever. And that's it. I don't want a Mercedes Benz. I don't want a gold, I don't want bling bling. I don't want anything anymore, okay? I don't want a girlfriend with blue eyes and Farrah Fawcett hair. These are all things that I wanted in the past. I don't care. I just, nothing is going to do it for me anymore. After COVID, I swear, something died in me, bro. Something honestly was killed. After that guy ate that bat, it set off a butterfly pangolin. It set a bat effect. Ripples across the fabric of time and space. And again, it's so hard for me to explain to you what I mean by, like, without invoking the imagery of depression. Because I'm not depressed, really. And I wouldn't even say functioning depression. It's not that. It's just like an intense apathy for participation in life. But I don't even know if that is accurate because I'm participating in life. I'm I'm eating healthy. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. I'm not in a self-destructive attitude. It's just that this is a feeling that I have to tell you. I don't care. Even though I'm doing all of these things and I'm eating spinach every day, I eat spinach, half of a banana, some blueberries, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, and I blend them up. I drink this every day, but it's not because I want to prolong my life. I don't care about what happens. It's out of sheer habit at this point. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to tell it. I don't know how to describe it to you. But one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video is because I feel like people can relate these days, People are just quietly trudging on in these lives that they don't really give a shit about. They're just like passive individuals. I feel like a lot of people don't care. Anyway, if you don't care in life, but you're still living anyway, like, I have to say this thing is like, it's not, I'm not going to do anything about it. Like, I'm not going to, but I just don't care. But it's not a good way to live. But anyway, if you are one of these individuals who does not care, leave a like, a comment, and a description. Or a description. That doesn't make any sense. Leave a like and a comment below. And let's just not care together.